everyone. Welcome back. Jacob. So, guess what, Jacob?
What's up? What do you have planned for us today?
We have lots of stuff, but we're not going to get to that right now. Right now, this is a different guess what.
We reached our 10,000 subscriber mark. Our first goal?
Oh, no.
That'll be next episode.
No. We have some listeners from New Zealand. So what's up?
Nice. Hey, what's up, Kiwis?
I don't know what that means.
That's New Zealanders.
Okay.
I think Kiwi can also refer to Australians. I do have Australian friends out there.
Oh.
Yeah, same ballpark. We're all friends over there, right?
Yeah, and we have some listeners from Arizona now. We've had listeners from Michigan, so that's awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, and of course, Georgia and California.
All four corners of the flat earth.
Gotta hit Europe, dude.
Europe. Okay, I'll see what I can do.
I have a cousin up in England. Now, obviously, she don't listen to our podcast.
You can tell.
Oh, yeah. How dare you? You know who you are. So, let's see here. What kind of updates do we got going?
Well, my sister's been married since last episode.
Oh, yeah.
That's a little something.
You never sent any food pictures?
I did not. No, I definitely dropped the ball. It was so chaotic. I hardly had my phone out all weekend. Like, we were busy setting up all sorts. I had to climb a tree and hang some swag, they call it.
You like climbing trees, though.
I do like climbing trees. Less so in my old man years. I definitely climbed more trees in 2012
buildings.
to 2014. Yeah, in buildings. In the 2012 years, around there, than I do nowadays. I'm getting old. I get up there and I'm like, if I fall, like, I'm not going to be able to work. I'm going to have to take sick leave. Like, it's not worth it.
And it's not during work time, so it's not like you get workers' comp.
No, I can't abuse the system with this. No, I'm just teasing. No, I mean, I don't know. I did climb my front tree recently, in my front yard, as a matter of fact.
Oh, nice.
But it was neither comfortable nor relaxing. I thought I'd just climb it and chill out up there and be on the phone. But, First off, that tree's very scratchy. Second off, it's very awkward to sit in. Like, you've got to, like, straddle it, like you're just, like, straddling the biggest horse or something. Like, I'm gonna go bow-legged. And then, it was just not very good. And the biggest thing was that I wanted to, like, climb a tree and get way up there and kind of away from everything. But then you look, and, like, from where I was sitting, you could just, like, see the front door of the neighbor's house. So I was like, here I am, just, what's our neighbor doing in the tree? You know, like, when you're like a kid and you climb a tree, it's like, oh, there's a kid climbing a tree. When you're a grown man climbing a tree, it's like, what is that man doing in that tree?
Yard work?
No, I was not. I was definitely not. I was just chilling.
But that's what you would think.
Nope, there was no yard work equipment. That was just a dude in a tree. So there you go. I like how I say, oh, my sister got married, and then I talked for like 5 minutes about climbing trees. That's priorities, right? It was a beautiful wedding. It was very nice.
Nice. I didn't do too much. I don't really have much updates for us. Everyone already knows we're on Spotify.
That's right.
No, not too much going on. I felt like I had something to say, and I just don't remember now.
Well, maybe it'll come up during the middle of our fun and enlightening podcast.
Yeah. Okay, then. Well, let's go ahead and get into our topic then, unless you have any more updates you want to go through.
No, not really. I'm pretty shy. No, I'm kidding. That's pretty much it. Just the wedding. Still getting back into the kick of things.
I went and saw Shazam. My dad got a movie pass, so now we get to see 3 movies a week.
Wow.
Up to 3 movies a week. So
that's really cool.
Yeah, if we just see 2 movies a week, then it's already worth the
cost.
The cost, yeah. And I'm super excited.
Is that 3 movies each or 3 movies total?
Each of us, because we each have a movie pass.
Very cool.
I'm super excited because Easter's coming to an end soon, and I'm gonna get my steak burrito with some French fries in it.
We can have a little segment where you review movies in the middle of the podcast. What do you think of that?
Yeah.
And just be like, oh, I saw Sabrina the Teenage Witch. It was not as good as I remembered. I'm just joking. I haven't seen it. I don't know. It might be good.
I'm watching the Netflix show right now. It's actually... I have such mixed feelings about watching it because, like, it's good, but I'm a Christian and they have a lot of, like, satanic references and kind of flip-flops of Christianity kind of stuff to it, so it's can be kind of uncomfortable to watch.
Yeah, and I can imagine that, but
it makes sense, though, because they're witches. It just makes sense that they would worship Satan, you know?
Yeah, and I mean, it's 100% a fiction, though. So, like, personally, that's a big divide in a lot of people is like, oh, don't play Yu-Gi-Oh! Or, like, whatever, you know, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't do that because it's counter... Heavy metal gets this a lot, you know, I'm a big metalhead.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's fiction. It's not saying, I want to sell my soul to the demon. It's, here's a story of a guy who did sell his soul to the demon, and look how poorly that went for him. Everybody he loves is dead. That's terrible. Don't do that. So it's like, it's fiction. So I don't know how you feel about that, but for me, I can very solidly draw that line and still appreciate things, even if I have a religious upbringing, you know?
Yeah, and that's why I still watch it, because I like it. I think it's an interesting, like, all the time patrols, and it kind of does bring back... It's nothing like Sabrina the Teenage Witch when I was a kid.
Yeah, because that was super tame, because it was on, like... It was on WB? Or was it, It was not Disney, was it? I'm gonna look that up.
I thought it was on Nickelodeon. Maybe not. But, it's really good. It's... The acting, not the greatest, but I think they're all kind of new to acting.
Oh, just kind of entry level.
So, but see, I like horror movies.
It started on ABC from 1996 to 2000, and it moved to the WB from 2000 to 2003, where it died and was forgotten about until it was resurrected with Black Occult Magic in the year 2018. 19, I'm behind.
You are. It's on the second part already. And it had a Christmas movie.
Was I mistaken? Is it a Netflix series or is it a movie? I thought it was a movie, but it might be both.
No, it's Netflix's series.
Okay, I'm all confused.
They do have a Christmas episode that's a movie.
I don't know, I only ever watched that show a few times. I would put it on because we didn't have cable, so it was just whatever was on, and I'd watch it, yeah. He had a little talking cat. Salem was his name, wasn't it?
Yeah. Salem's in this one, too.
Yeah, he has to be. People would riot if he's not.
Well, people still can riot because he's not quite the same as the other show.
Yeah, well.
You have to watch it and find out what I mean. But anyways, yeah, it's pretty good. It just, every once in a while, you know, they do, like, since it is, like, a Satan, like, you know, they worship Satan, they do, like, once in a while, like, diss on kind of Christianity or people who worship Christianity.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, that's a stab at me.
Yeah, but is it kind of tongue-in-cheek, though? Like, is it done for, like, kicks and giggles, or is it, like, straight up a dig at it?
No, it's more like, it's not even like for kicks and giggles or straight up dig at it. It's more along the lines of, it doesn't make sense not to address Christianity at all at this little section based on what the subject is. But since they are worshipers? Since they worship Satan, they have to diss on Christianity at that point. It only makes sense. And it's not like they could just be like, oh, we're just not going to mention it at all. Like, when they do, like, Christmas and stuff like that, it doesn't make any sense for them to, like, not say anything about Christianity. And if they're going to say anything, they're not going to say it in a positive light.
That's interesting. I guess I'd have to watch it.
Yeah. So it's not, like, a straight-up diss on Christianity, but it's not, like, really done for, like, giggles. It's just like, this has to be mentioned, and if we're in this mindset, then it has to be done in this way, kind of thing.
That's a tough line to run. Well, there's our movie segment.
Yeah.
We added it right in.
Boom.
I want to talk about a movie. I've been rewatching The Lord of the Rings. I got a good friend of mine. She's forced me to watch, I'm just joking, I was willing, The Fellowship of the Ring. So last time I watched that, I was in, like, high school. And it was good, and I liked it, but I was paying more attention to the action or whatever, as you do. But now I'm like, as an adult, I'm kind of wanting, like, a little more depth out of it. I'm, like, looking up, like, the backgrounds of, like, okay, like, who was Gandalf? Like, I had no idea he was, like, 2,000 years old. It was, like, a Maya on par with, like, Saruman and Sauron. Like, Sauron was just a dude. He was a ringmaker. Saruman the ringmaker. I'm still learning all this stuff. My point is, it's very good. I'm really enjoying going back through it as an adult. Getting a lot more out of it. And I'll say, the scene when Frodo goes up and says, I will take the ring to Mordor. That, like, it hit me right in the heart. Like, I was like, that scene is so intense. Because they're just talking about, I'm going to ramble on about Lord of the Rings. I'm apparently a Tolkien head now. Like, I was always acutely interested, but now I'm like, oh, this is so good. Like, I'm eating it up and I'm loving it. So there you go. My recommendation is if you haven't seen Lord of the Rings in a while, go watch it again.
Yeah, I'm kind of weird. Like, I don't care too much for fantasy stuff. I prefer more like supernatural stuff. So like Lord of the Rings, Hogwarts. Even though Hogwarts probably would be like, I don't like Harry Potter too much.
I'm not a big fan of Harry Potter.
Yeah. I'm picky about my supernatural. I'm picky about my fantasy. I don't like most fantasies. Like, I don't like Lord of the Rings. I don't really like Star Wars. Like, I'm a really bad, like, nerd.
I can do Lord of the Rings, but I don't tend to like too much fantasy. Like, I feel like that's one of the only, like, real fantasies I can, like, go into. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a big Star Wars guy. And that's not really fantasy. That's so there's a difference between science fiction and science fantasy. Star Wars is science fantasy.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm not big into it. I'm not big into Star Trek either, though. I don't know.
I don't like Star Trek either.
I tried it once, and I feel like I got one of those like side episodes that are kind of boring. It was like a romance, and I was like, oh, I don't feel like I've really experienced Star Trek, so I can't really pass a judgment. I haven't really experienced it. I like the concept of it.
Yeah, I guess I prefer modern day kind of settings. Like, I don't like Western movies. I like a modern one.
Yeah.
And maybe, like, add something like add supernatural to modern, or even, like, the kind of, like, future of modern. Because, I mean, like, Star Wars is, like, it's not this, I don't know,
it's a whole different world. Like, there's so much stuff that just could literally never exist. Like,
yeah.
You like stuff that's, like, might be within the next 100 years, not 10,000 years.
Yeah. And even then, like, I don't care for, like, alien movies either. Not to say I don't believe in aliens, not to say I do believe in aliens, I just don't have any interest in them.
I feel like when a movie or TV show brings in aliens as an explanation, that's a cop-out. That's the science fiction equivalent of, oh, it was all a dream. It was aliens. That's all it's supernatural. Oh, it was just ion cannons or whatever. It wasn't actually... Yeah, screw you. That was lazy. It depends.
Okay, so this episode is not about movies, so we probably should get to our topic.
Yeah, movie episode would be a good episode, though, but maybe not today. We'll come back to it.
Wait, even then, that wouldn't be a Don't You Know. That would just be movie reviews and our opinions.
Yeah, we were literally just gabbing on.
Okay, so our topic, since Easter is coming up, and of course Earth Day is coming up, we're going to be doing a topic on both of those. So I guess, what are you thinking? Do you want to do, like, because normally when we have two topics, we kind of just bounce between the two, or would you like to have a set, let's talk about Easter, now let's talk about Earth Day.
We're doing Easter and Earth Day.
Yeah, and what I mean by Earth Day, I mean kind of like, not necessarily specifically Earth Day, but kind of just about the environment.
Yeah, I think that's a good one. I could make up some rules about that. Yeah, I like it.
So, what were you thinking? Should we just kind of do bounce back and forth between Easter and Earth Day like we usually do? Or should we do, like, let's talk about Easter first, let's talk about Earth Day
Let's
first?
segment them off. Let's have a part 1, part 2.
Okay, which one would you like to do first, then?
Which one comes first? Honestly, I literally don't know when Earth Day is. It's right after, isn't it?
I think Earth Day is Earth Day is the 22nd, and Easter is Sunday, so the day before. And of course there's Good Friday, but I really don't know any kind of thing that we could talk about with Good Friday.
Don't you know that you should do palm fronds and not, I don't know. Yeah, I don't really have much for that either. Shout out, because the 24th is my brother's birthday. Whoop, whoop.
What?
Yep.
Happy birthday!
I think he's turning 20? I might be mistaken.
Oh.
And it might be the 26th as well. He's... Oh, man. I'm the worst, big brother.
My other brother is not until June, so that's the next brother's birthday. My cousin who's in England who doesn't listen to us, her birthday's coming up.
You can just say all sorts of mean things, and she'll never hear it. It's like the Amish. We can say the meanest things about the Amish. They'll never hear it.
Oh, let's not do that, though. That's kind of mean.
I'm just kidding. I have nothing against the Amish. I respect their way of life. I think it's good. It's interesting, for sure.
I definitely could not do it. I like my technology. How would I do my podcast without it?
Well, you start off until you're 18 without it. Or I think until 17. I think you go until 17 under Amish way of life. So you just literally don't know any other. And then you go out for a year. And then you come back and decide which way you want to live. And I want to say it's like 75%, or I don't actually remember. I would have to look that up. I want to say a lot of them choose not to, but the ones that do keep the community going. I think that's very interesting. That is admirable, for sure. To just reject all of society, like, not reject. I mean...
No, to choose that kind of way of life, kind of like... I don't know how to describe it either, but I know what you're talking about. And I'm pretty sure our fans do, too. Okay. All right. So let's do Easter first.
Easter first. Okay.
Do you want me to start off, or would you like to start
off? Us off. Why don't you?
Cool. So don't you know that you have to remember where you hid all of the eggs in case one isn't found?
Yeah, that could be a stinky situation.
So we don't actually hide like hard-boiled. We make the hard-boiled eggs, we dye the hard-boiled eggs and all that stuff, but we never actually hid hard-boiled eggs. We always just...
The plastic ones.
Yeah, we just did the plastic one, which was my second don't you know, which is, it's just... Don't you know it's just better to use plastic eggs and put money or candy in it?
No, we would actually hide the boiled eggs. We would do that. And usually we found them all, but we didn't hide them in the house. They would always be outside.
Have you ever had an incident where you didn't find it?
No. We were good seekers.
Did you see that one thing I posted on Facebook where it was Easter for adults? Where the mom hid all the beers and then kids went out there with their little, like, cardboard, like, little containers that they could put the beer bottles in.
That's
funny.
And
they all went out there looking for the beer bottles.
That is pretty funny. Or do those little, like the dollar vodka shots that they have in the little tiny bottles. That would completely contrast our Earth Day thing. If you're getting a bunch of those little tiny bottles, that's really bad for the environment. No, that's segment number 2. Can't talk about Earth Day yet. Screw the environment.
Screw the environment for right now.
For right now, for the next 10, 20 minutes.
What about you? What's an Easter for you?
You have to be intentional with your colors when you're dyeing your eggs. You can't just make a brown egg. You can't just make a two-tone. Yeah, I guess you could. I don't know. I haven't dyed eggs in a long time. I'll have to do that. That'd be fun.
I haven't done that in a long time, too.
Yeah. We'll have to do some. We can post pictures of this.
Oh, that would be cool. I definitely did Easter dyeing eggs a lot longer than most people because my brother is 10 years younger than me. So we even got an Easter basket for, like, I was in college coming home getting Easter baskets because Frankie still believed in the Easter Bunny. So why wouldn't the Easter Bunny get Raquel a basket too? So I came home and still got Easter basket.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Being the oldest, I had that for a while as well. So we're both the oldest, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm like the oldest though because I'm older than you.
Oh yeah, only by a year though.
Not even a year. It's not even a year. You're born in 92 and I'm born in 92 as well. I'm just born at the beginning of the month, and you're born at the. I'm born at the beginning of the year, and you're born at the end of the year.
Yeah, I just barely snuck in there like 3 more days, and I would have been 93.
And on January 1st.
Yeah, I got one. Don't you know? Don't let your kids be mean to the poor man or woman in the Easter Bunny costume. You know, you see those ones where the kid on like America's Funniest Home Videos or whatever, when the kid runs up and just socks him right in the nuts. It's like, don't let your kid do that. And if your kids are listening, don't do that or I will come for you. Yeah, just threaten all the kids. We talked about Satanism a bunch of times, and now I'm threatening kids. We're definitely getting a Spotify strike.
Oh, no. But that just shows we know what we're talking about when we will find you.
I have a distinct set of skills that involves finding Easter eggs.
And finding Easter eggs in trees.
In trees? Yeah, I guess you could put them up in trees, huh? That's not a bad spot.
Jacob's future kids, if you're listening to this, know that your dad's probably going to hide Easter eggs. They're going to be in trees or underground.
In the trees.
Or Joel's kid. Let him know. Oh, okay, I only have one more for Easter. Do you have any more?
Only one more. Why don't you tell yours and I'll think of another.
Okay. Don't you know that the Easter egg-shaped Reese's are the best? They're like better than the regular Reese's.
They are. I know exactly what you're talking about. I think the ratio is different.
Yeah, I think it's more peanut butter or something.
Yeah, I have no idea, but yeah, they're pretty tasty.
I don't know. All the shaped ones are better. I bought a bag of Easter egg Reese's for when Sunday comes.
That sounds pretty good. I need to go stock up. And then, of course, you always, don't you know, you should stock up on your discount chocolate right after Easter.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Same with Halloween.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, everyone. We can't talk about Valentine's Day, but we already did that. I was going to say one time we did where we were just both so busy during Valentine's Day, my high school girlfriend and I. So we're like, let's just celebrate it next week. We're like, okay, whatever. And then we went and got a bunch of discount chocolate. Passed on. It was really good. I bought double. I didn't save half my money. I bought double. I was a good boyfriend.
Nice. I usually make chocolate for friends and family.
That's really cool. I didn't really think about how you could make chocolate. That's pretty good.
Well, that's like a tradition for Japanese, is that the girls give chocolates to whoever they like, but they also give like friendship chocolates and family chocolates and stuff like that. Usually the friendship chocolates and family chocolates store-bought, and then the person that you like gets actually homemade chocolate. But I just make homemade chocolate for everyone.
And if you don't like them, you just make it really gross. Like, I'm putting soap in his chocolate. I don't want him next year. I guess if you didn't want him, you'd just, I don't know, break up with him before.
Well, and then on March 15th is when the guys return the favor. And they don't give chocolates. They give like some type of small gift.
But back on topic to Easter. Speaking of chocolate, so chocolate bunnies. Do you have a preference between the hollow bunnies and the solid bunnies? Now, disclaimer, assuming they have the same amount of chocolate. Like, so one will be bigger but hollow, or one will be smaller but filled.
You know, honestly, I never really ate the chocolate bunnies in general.
I love the chocolate.
I think there was a couple times where I would like either like melt down the chocolate and eat it with something else, like maybe with like strawberries or something like that. Or I would like, I don't know, I just never really ate the chocolate, like just plain chocolate, because I don't really care too much for just plain chocolate.
Oh.
Now, one year, my mom got me, and I kept this thing for years. My mom got me a chocolate cross, and I put it in the freezer and kept that for years.
Oh, yeah. Huh. Interesting.
It was very pretty.
Nice. That's pretty cool. Now, we always just had chocolate bunnies. I like the hollow ones because they seem to be more fun to eat for me. I like I like a lot of texture and different like shapes of food, I guess. And a hollow chocolate bunny has a lot of very interesting shapes that you can just don't really get a lot. You don't really eat much hollow food like that. I think it's very satisfying to bite into and turn around in your mouth. That's kind of a weird thing. Is that weird? Am I weird? Let us know in the comments.
This is Don't You Know for my mama. Don't you know I'm the one that doesn't like jelly beans in their Easter basket, Mom?
No jelly beans. So, like, normally I don't like
I hate jelly beans.
I don't like the regular jelly beans, but, like, there's something about, like, the Easter jelly beans that are different. They're, like, lighter colors, the pastels, and the flavors are a little different. I like the Easter jelly beans a lot, but not regular. I've got a bag of jelly beans from Christmas 2017. They're in my, drawer at work. I still haven't opened them.
Ew, I hate jelly beans. One year when I went to summer camp, actually it was like probably like the only year I went to summer camp, I went to the canteen and they were like, oh, rock candy, like a cup of rock candy. And I was like, ooh, rock candy, I love rock candy. Open it up, it's jelly bean. I guess some people refer to jelly beans as rock candy. I don't know. With jelly beans. I was very upset. So I was like walking and biting into one and going, ugh, and spitting it out. So I was like I had a trail of half-eaten jelly beans following me.
That's funny. What do you think about do you have any don't you knows for the little grass that goes in the bottom of the basket?
I didn't really care too much. I don't really have a don't you know for that. I know my mom hated it. She always got it every year, but she always hated it because it'd get everywhere, and she would always want us to put it back into the basket so she'd just use it next year.
Oh, that's pretty funny. Recycling.
She always got upset with us if we forgot to give her our basket.
Oh, I see.
Same with our stocking.
Oh, stocking too?
Yeah. She would we would go, even now to this day, we still get stocking stuff.
Yeah, I do too.
She won't let us take our stockings with us. She'd be like, no, you empty your stuff out. Here's a bag. Empty your stuff out. Give me your stocking.
Now, I've got some stockings I took here. We put them we don't have a mantle at this house or the last house, so we would just put them on the wall. Just with a nail.
Yeah, when Frankie and I get our place, we'll probably get a stocking.
Nice. That'd be good. Yeah, a big one. You can put a lot of toys in it.
Probably not. Probably just a small one. And we'll probably get a Christmas tree. I don't think we'll get a plastic one, of course. I don't know. We'll probably just get a small one.
Why, of course?
Because we're going to have probably a small apartment, so we're not going to get a real one. So we'll just get a plastic one, probably a small one. And we'll decorate it nerd-wise. It won't be it'll still be Christmas themed kind of, but it'll be Christmas nerd theme. I saw these Legend of Zelda Christmas ornaments.
So far we've talked about, I like that, the little Triforce hanging. I'll put a Triforce as the star. I love it.
Oh, yeah, it'll be something like that.
I like how so far we've talked about Easter. We're going to talk about Earth Day. We've talked about Valentine's Day, and we've talked about Christmas. And we mentioned
holidays,
Halloween at one point while talking about
discount candy.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's when it came up. What else we got? Boxing Day. Don't forget your Boxing Day. Don't you know? I don't know anything about Boxing Day.
Oh, my dad does. We'll have to use him as a guest for that then. He'll be the only one talking. Okay, let's go into Earth Day, because now we're getting close to when we should probably be getting close to wrapping up.
All right, Earth Day. So, what is Earth Day? Can you explain it as if I didn't know? Because for me, it's just, you get a tree from the student center and you get to put it in your yard and watch it die. That was my experience with Earth Day.
Earth Day is just kind of like an acknowledgement of, taking care of the earth, saving water, saving electricity, not littering, kind of stuff like that, cleaning up litter. So, kind of take care of your environment kind of thing.
Your environment takes care of you. You got to take care of it. Makes sense. We have a net positive on the earth, right? Because, if all you do is live and eat and then you just poop it out and that's all you contribute to the world, you're just a poop factory. That's the only thing you are. And I strive to be a little more than that. Not much more, but just a little more.
Success is not a measurement of your wealth, but a measurement of how many people are better off that you lived.
Nice. Very nice. I like it.
I hear that all the time. I like it, too. Maybe I should have that tattooed. I'm going to get a tattoo. Yeah, I've had this section of a tattoo that I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to put in here. But maybe that's what I'll put, that little quote. That would be awesome.
I want a picture of my own face put on my butt. No, not really. That would be stupid.
But I had like this little section, and I kind of wanted to put something, because it's going to be a wolf, like silhouette kind of thing. A wolf outline, a wolf of howling. Mm-hmm. And inside we'll have like, kind of like a ledge with a wolf howling, and then on the bottom of the ledge, cliff. At the bottom of the cliff will be like 3 wolves sitting, kind of signifying my brothers.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, instead of the moon, it'll be a dream catcher. And then kind of below the wolf, it'll have the Christian fish with my favorite Bible verse in it. And then kind of like on the very top, I was thinking I wanted to put something right there to make it kind of symmetrical. And I was like, I don't know what I'm going to put there. I don't want to put a cross there because I want to put it on my arm. And the way I'm going to have it is so that when you look at it, someone else looks at it, it's showing right, but when I see it, it's upside down. So I'm like, I can't put a cross there. That's gonna freak me out.
Yeah, that's kind of funny.
Yeah, so maybe I'll put a little saying there.
It's still gravity, though. I mean, the bottom is bottom. And besides, you gotta remember, Peter was crucified upside down. He was more metal than all your metalheads.
I've seen a lot of horror movies. Oh, yeah. So the upside down cross would freak me out. Anyways, okay, so Earth.
I see. I watch a lot of metal. Upside down crosses are just like, oh yeah, cliche. You're doing that for the shock and awe. I get it. Whatever. You don't really worship Satan. You just are doing it for the image. I'm so cynical. I don't believe him. I don't believe any Satanist. I literally do not believe Satanists. Oh, we're Satanists. No, you're not. You're just an edgelord. You don't really. It's all bollocks. I don't. You don't truly. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't challenge that group of listeners.
Our podcast just crash every time we try to record or upload.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep stubbing my toe around the house or something. I'm gonna get dust in my eye. These darn Satanists again. We're talking about Satanists again. We're literally gonna get kicked off of Spotify. Don't you know, does not in any way, shape, or form promote Satanism in any...
Don't you know that it doesn't mean we are one either?
Watch, in a comical twist of fates, we're gonna get banned for being exclusive and not accepting them. That's how we're gonna get kicked off. You said bad stuff about the Satanists. You're not gonna...
Dude, we said bad stuff about everyone, so that's why no one listens to us.
It's almost a game at this point.
Oh, just your mom and my uncle, the only ones that listen to us anymore.
That's funny. Alright, so Earth Day.
I went first last time, so you go first this time. On the spot.
Don't you know, don't litter. If you litter, you are the scum of the earth, and I don't care. You are the scum of the earth. Don't litter. That's all I have to say on that.
You destroyed my 2 points. I have nothing else to say now.
Enough said. Enough said. If you litter, the punishment for littering should be you have to literally eat the litter. They should just point a gun at you until you eat the trash that you do in the ground. I don't care what it is. Aluminum foil, staples, cigarette butt. I read this thing about cigarette butts where rabbits will like eat cigarette butts because they look like food, and then they can't digest them, so they just literally starve to death because they can't fit food in their stomach because it's just filled with cigarette butts.
Oh, that's so awful.
Terrible thing I've ever heard. Don't put your cigarette butts.
Is it only rabbits that can't digest it, or is it other animals that will
I
starve?
don't think there's any animals that can digest the cigarette filters. I mean, I doubt
But
it.
maybe rabbits are only the stupid enough to eat it, though.
I have no idea. Looks like carrots. Come on, they love it.
Oh, that's awful.
I mean, I know it's a pain in the butt to, like, keep your cigarette butts. Like, I'll have a cigarette on a rare occasion. Don't do cigarettes. They're really bad for you. And they are a pain, but it's like, just rub it out and, like, put it in your pocket or something. Like, put it in a trash can later. Like, it's not like that's hot. Don't be trashy. Don't be trashy. Don't throw your cigarette butts on the ground. Come on. You already smoke. Just don't be that trashy. Life is tough. Don't throw your cigarette butts in the ground. Killing rabbits.
Oh, those cute little bunnies.
You're killing the Easter bunny. Easter's been canceled. It ate too many cigarette butts and starved to death on the side of the road.
Oh, that's so sad.
Is that enough? Don't do it. Was that a good enough opener? What's yours? Come on.
Oh, you destroyed it. They're basically about littering. Don't you know that for the plastic rings you get for the soap cans, that if you get those, to make sure you cut them, because sea life, like, it gets wrapped around their necks and they die.
I've heard about that.
Yeah, so when you have the soda can things, like, even some of them nowadays already have it where you just tear it, and it already opens up. And it's better for you anyways, because it's easier for you to get the soda out, which is so much nicer to just struggle.
Yeah. Plus, even if you don't cut them, just rip them, just pull them. You get to feel strong. I've destroyed something. And you're being productive. It's one of the rare occasions where you can be destructive and productive at the same time. That's fantastic. I love that.
There's actually a place, my dad wanted to go to it, but it's actually kind of expensive. But you go into a room and you get like a whole bunch of glasses and stuff like that, and you just destroy the glasses and all that stuff.
Wow, nice. You can do that yourself. You just gotta buy the glasses instead of paying for it.
And there's also a place here where they give you a target and you can get like a Tommy Hawk, like an axe, and you get to throw it at the target.
That was pretty funny. I remember at college, they did a fundraiser where they got a car that was going to the scrapyard and they parked it.
That.
You remember that? Yeah, basically you paid like $5 or $10 and you get 3 to 5 swings with a sledgehammer. Just hit the car. I was like, cool, sounds great. So I went up there, and of course, being being that guy, I decided to jump on top of the car, and everyone was like, "Ah!" And I started hitting the roof. I broke their sledgehammer. You guys can't see me. I'm $140. I was like $120 in college. I broke their sledgehammer. I was like, I'm really sorry. And they were like, no, it's okay. We'll get another one. And I feel so bad because the fact, honestly, it would have broken anyway. Like, somebody was bound to break it. I wasn't, like, abusing it. Like, I was hitting the head on there. I wasn't hitting the handle. Anyway, I only paid like $5 and I broke their sledgehammer. So I cost them money for their fundraiser. I feel bad.
But, yeah, I mean, it definitely would have been someone that broke it then, because, I mean, yeah. You were a small dude. Yeah, I was still kind of small.
I mean, now I'm super swole. Ladies, I'm available. But back then, I did not really work out at all. I am not winning a lot of arm wrestle contests. Let's put it that way.
Especially against your roommate. He's swole. Is he still swole?
Yeah, he still works out every single day, pretty much. Which is good. I mean, actually, I went to the gym today. I did arm day.
Ooh, I was gonna go.
I did shoulder day, but my workout was wrong, so I did arm day by accident. Which is okay, because I need arm day.
I was going to go, but one of my friends, the friend I've been going with, he couldn't go today. So instead I got to, which works, because I actually have some stuff I have to do later today. So, but I was going to try to figure out how to manage it and get it all together and also go to the gym too. So now I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I'm doing like little short, like 15-minute workouts where I just go really fast and really intense, and then I'm just worn out, and I'm like, okay, because I have the time. I don't want to spend the time. Which is why I'm scrawny and weak, so there you go.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I do really quick workouts.
Are you more cardio focused or more strength training focused though?
Mostly cardio, because I'm not too worried about building muscles. I'm more worried about losing weight and stuff like that.
Okay.
I've always had really bad eating habits. I've always had really high metabolism, so I've never really had to worry about it. And so now I don't get as much exercise because I'm not walking to classes and all that stuff, and I sit all day, so I get more cardio done. And plus, I want to try to do a 5K at some point.
Yeah, it is really good.
A family friend wants to do a 5K in July for 4th of July, so I've been doing a lot of cardio. I mean, I still do muscles because it's still important to work on your muscles and stuff like that.
It is, yeah. Honestly, I neglect my cardio. I only do muscles. I need to do cardio. I should go for like a jog once a week.
Okay, do you want to end or do you want me to end? Mine's not all that great, so.
I'll do one real quick. So I remember bringing up the trees that we watched die in the front yard, which I'm actually joking. I don't know if that tree died. I haven't seen it in a while, so I'm not at that house anymore. But school used to give us trees. We plant them.
I don't have a green thumb.
You don't have a green thumb? I really like planting. I've been able to grow some plants. I actually had there was a morning glory flower that I put some seeds in a pot and grew them. They grew a vine up in the thing. They blossomed, which was an amazing feeling, seeing your flowers bloom. And then I pollinated them and got seeds and grew the baby seeds. I was so proud. I had 2 generations of morning glory. So don't you know, if you're going to plant plants, research the plant. Let it, go into it right. It'll be worth the little bit of effort to learn how much water to give them and where to plant them in the sun or whatever. It's not too hard. I mean, these things grow in nature. They grow on their own. So you can learn. It's fun.
Yeah, I can't keep plants alive. I probably would kill a cactus somehow.
My mom always says she's like that, but we have not really like that anymore. We had a garden growing up at home too.
I would have killed your one plant. You know the one plant that you said that would almost die every single time in college? You said it would almost die every time, and then you just give it some water, just come back up.
Oh yeah, that was a peace lily. It was magic.
Yeah, I probably still would have managed it. You said you were going to give me a piece of that too. You never did. I went plantless.
Something happened. I don't remember how it went, but I don't have that plant anymore.
Okay, let me end. I guess I'll end it out then, huh? How's that sound?
Alright, what you got? What's our grand finale?
Like I said, it's not the greatest. So here we go. Don't you know, animals can choke on your chewing gum, so don't spit it out in the street.
Chewing gum should be illegal. I've said it on the podcast before, it should be illegal. Just like people who litter.
Especially since I also step in it, so like...
Oh, that's the worst.
Just don't spit your gum out. I like chewing gum, I just don't like people who spit it out into the ground.
Yeah, no, just swallow it. No, you maybe shouldn't if you're chewing a lot of gum.
So, that's all I have.
That's all I have, really, too.
Okay, well, this is still good timing. So, anyways, guys, thank you for listening to us, and definitely follow us, definitely share, listen to us on Spotify. Actually, I don't know how to look on Spotify to see if we have any followers. Because you can't follow on Spotify. I'll have to see how to do that.
Well, we probably have millions.
Yeah, we have a whole bunch and we didn't even know.
I will say, hopefully, we've managed to make your commute or your work day a little better, a little brighter for 45 minutes or so.
And if you did, you can send us an email or send us a tweet at don'tyouknowpod or at don'tyouknowpod@gmail.com. But we would prefer nice positive ones. But if you only have negative, that's fine. We'll do with that too.
We'll take it. We'll tell you all about how wrong you are. We would love to roast you.
I'll leave that for Jacob. I'll just be crying.
Oh yeah, let me just roll up my sleeves. Come on, bring it.
Probably in all honesty, Jacob would be the one crying, I would be the one roasting. Jacob's the more sensitive one out of the two of us.
The good news is you can't see the tears on a podcast.
It's hard to believe he's the more sensitive one, especially with all his, they should go to jail or they should die for their litter.
Well, I'm an edgelord, but I'm also an idealist, so it's a little tough. Beneath this harsh exterior is a sensitive, delicate flower, a morning glory. Morning glory. I'm definitely an evening glory.
Okay. That's it, I guess. Yeah. Follow us, share us. Don't forget to share us, please. Please. We want followers.
We appreciate any and all attention.
Yep.
Alright, well, until next time.
Yeah, and don't forget to send us, suggestions, too, or don't you knows that you guys have. As you can tell, we spend a lot of time just talking about movies and stuff like that. We should talk about people's don't you knows.
Yeah, we're just randomly talking about different stuff. I think that's fun, though. Keep it kind of fluid and casual.
Okay, guys. Until next time, peace out. You're not gonna say bye? Jacob.
I waved. You can't wave on a podcast. Bye, guys. See ya.